The following is a presentation of the Eagles Sports Network.
Alongside Carson-Newman women's basketball coach Mike Mincey, I'm Michael Watchering, and this is SeeingEagles.com. The Lady Eagles get set for the Fairfield Inn Christmas Classic this weekend against Trevecca, Nazerene, and Kentucky Wesleyan. And, Coach, you're one of 16 programs remaining undefeated, and I know that you said the other day that it's not one of your goals to go undefeated. But how important is it to end the 2014 calendar year with 2 weeks off on a high note?
Well, to have the start that we've had and to be 9-0, I mean, that's great. And, it's given us some confidence that we can go out and win different types of games, certainly close games. But, we want to go on the road up there. It's a different environment. It's opponents, even though we played Kentucky Wesleyan last year, but it's still kind of unknown opponents. They have a lot of new people. We've never played Trevecca before. We've never been to Owensboro. It's just something new for all of us, and we want to go up there and play well. Certainly getting wins would be icing on the cake, and to be able to go home 11-0 would be pretty special and make Christmas a little bit better.
The contrast in the way that your team's played over the last week or so, with the defense being such a primary factor in the offense, not necessarily holding up the way that you thought that it would. What kind of things have you done in practice this week to ensure that maybe the offense is a little more consistent? We've
just tried to work on ball movement, player movement, getting our spacing right, not getting on top of each other. And then, we worked a lot on our post entries. That's been an issue of us, just trying to force it into our post, because the guards have a lot of confidence in our post players, and they just really forcing it in there when help side's there, and maybe they should keep the ball moving a little bit more and let that defender move around before they throw it to the post. But, getting up and down the floor, trying to get into our transition a little bit better so we can get early offense, get some quick baskets. And that's really where we've been on the offensive end. Defensively, we've been trying to continue to work. And, I need to give Coach Tipton and Coach Kyle a lot of credit, because a lot of times in practice, they'll focus on the defensive end. I'll focus on the offensive end, so maybe that's why we need to switch it up. But, they talk about help side a lot and give the kids a lot of credit when they do what they're supposed to be told. But those two assistant coaches deserve a lot of credit for our defensive effort these last few games.
You mentioned a kind of a new setting in Owensboro against a team in Trevecca you haven't played before. What do you expect from the Trojans and then the Panthers?
Trevecca obviously is the next game. That's the one we're focusing on the most. A lot of Tennessee kids, mostly Middle Tennessee kids. They're all well coached. The one thing I told the team is they have a lot of different scores, a lot of different weapons. They're going to play really, really hard. They're going to play pretty fundamental, balanced basketball. They're not going to, if we were to get up on them, they're not going to give up. They're going to keep fighting. And same thing for us. If they get up on us, I think we have the type of mentality in kids that we're not going to give up either. We're going to keep fighting. And now I think it's going to be a battle. I like to think that we're fairly fundamental. We have more assists and turnovers in that category, and Trevecca's the same way. They're very fundamental. They have more assists and turnovers, and they're not going to hurt themselves. They're not going to give you the game by making turnovers or making silly plays.
Thanks for your time. Best of luck this weekend, Coach.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Both games are at 4 o'clock this weekend. We'll have both of those games on WPFT-FM, the Eagle Sports Network's flagship station. For head coach Mike Mincey, I'm Michael Watchering, and this is SeeingEagles.com.